Welcome back, everyone. Today we have this position. It is white to move and win, so you can pause the video to find the answer on your own. Alright, so we have this queen. We really want to play some checks and win the game, but we cannot do this because our queen, as you can see, is pinned, so we cannot move it. And obviously trading the queens will lead to an immediate draw because equal material, and yes, now it is equal material, but we have a way out. If we traded the queens, it's completely a dead game. So what would we do as the first move? The first move is very obvious, which is rook to d3. Anyone would see this. Because we cannot move the queen, we have to move the rook. Right, so king needs to move, only square, king c8. Now we cannot move the queen yet because we're still pinned, and we don't want to trade the queens off the board. So we need to unpin the queen and then move it. The way to do this is to play this check. Now, as you can see, we are standing in front of the way of the queen, so now the queen is free to go. King goes there, that would be a horrific blunder, which will lead to a checkmate in one. Of course, black will not do this. Black will go here to b8. Okay, so now we can move our queen. We can do whatever we want, but the best move here in position is to play queen c7 check. Right. King goes to a8, and we would love to play rook to a3 and get the checkmate, but we cannot. Because the queen was pinned, we played the rook here to unpin it, but now the rook is pinned, so we have another problem. Now, we need, just like we used the rook to unpin the queen, we need to use the queen to unpin the rook. How can we unpin the rook? By putting the queen exactly behind the rook. So now the rook can move. If you put the queen there, that's a free queen, right? So we need to put the queen behind the rook, so now the rook can move. But we cannot do this without giving checks. We need to keep giving checks and try to do this, put the queen there. How can we do this? Very obvious, the first move, queen to a5 check. It doesn't matter what king, when the black king goes, b8, b7, the same thing here. And now we need to zigzag our way to go back here and deliver. Like the queen would be controlling the b file, and the rook would be unpinned finally, and will control the a file. That would be a checkmate. Let's see how it goes. Queen to b4 check. King has to go somewhere. It doesn't really matter where. Then we play another check, and now the king moves again. Doesn't matter where it can. Now we play queen to b2. The reason we did this because now, as you can see, the black king cannot really escape this forced ladder mate. So we did this, first of all, moving the rook here to unpin the queen. We played some checks. Now we need to get the ladder mate, but in order to get that, we need to unpin the rook. That's why we needed to play this zigzag move in order to get here. And now after, it doesn't matter where, king a6, king a7, rook to a3 would be checkmate in one. Thank you for watching.